Hello friends! Welcome to our first 13 days of Halloween video for 2024. For this first video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So we're going to do a little reader skeleton book stack. So I've got this little book stack that I found at Hobby Lobby, but you can find these pretty much at any craft store. You can get them at the thrift store even, so I would just go wherever you can find one. What I'm going to do is remove the little string decoration on it because all we want is the wood really. So if you wanted to too, you could just take like scrap wood and stack it together to make the books. Whatever you have will work totally fine for this project. I've also got a little ceramic chair that I found at Michael's. This was in their like French Marie Antoinette collection that they did over the summer. So if you can't find this exact one, you can maybe look for like little doll furniture or any sort of cushy chair that you want your skeleton to sit in. I got the skeletons at Joann's and they came in a pack of 6, I believe. So what I'm going to do is start off after I've removed everything from the book stack. I'm going to do this little stain effect on it, and I'm not looking now to stain the wood. This honestly is not like high quality wood, it's very cheap. So what I'm doing is sanding everything down, and then I'm going to go in with my gel stain and wipe it down, and then as you can see, I'm cleaning it up with rubbing alcohol because what I want really is just to darken up the places that I sanded. So I just sanded off all the words, made it a little bit distressed in my sanding, and then when I apply the stain over those sanded areas, color is going to hold in the areas where I sanded it, but it's going to come clean with the rubbing alcohol everywhere else. So hopefully that makes sense. Really what I'm looking for here is just a little bit of a distressed looking book stack. So once I've got that done, I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to move it to my chair. Now this chair obviously came blue, but I wanted to make it a little more spooky. So I'm going to take my black acrylic paint and I'm just going to paint everything on the chair that's blue. I'm just going to paint that black to make it a little more Halloween themed. So I'm going to set aside my chair to let it dry, and now I can start to assemble my stack. This is a super quick and easy tutorial or craft that you can do on a rainy day at home, maybe do with your family. Each person can create their own stack. This is a really quick thing that you can get done in one day if you wanted to. So what I'm going to do is start with my little trinkets that I got, and you can have fun with this. You can put whatever you want on this book stack. I found this little skeleton dog sitting on a little pillow, and I thought, well, I like my dogs and I like to read with my dogs cuddling with me, so I'm going to put this skeleton with their dog. And then I also found these little miniature books, so I'm going to do a little stack of the books on the book stack, and then I'm also obviously going to have my skeleton be reading. So I picked one of those books and I'm going to glue it in my skeleton's hands. I did have to cut his thumbs to be separated from his hand so I could open up the book and like shove those pages in there and just make the skeleton hold the book. And I am going to take my little marker and put words on the pages. You definitely don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could even be a little bit more intense with it and like print an actual book page, like either really small or just do something a little more intricate there. I wish I would have, so if I make another one of these, I think I'll do something different for those book pages. But anyway, it's in his hands, he's reading it, everything is fine. So once I've got it in his hands, I'm going to take this quick hold glue and I'm going to just brush it all over the book with a popsicle stick. So I'm going over his thumbs, I'm going over the actual book pages to kind of seal them in and make sure that this book doesn't fall out of his hands. Once that is dry, we can start to assemble everything. Now, as you can see, I've got his legs kind of crossed, and these little skeletons are very bendy. So what I did was just maneuver his legs to be in a crossed position so they would kind of stay that way, and I taped them together and just let them sit while I was working on everything else. And now we can secure everything in place with some more glue. So I'm going to start out with my chair. I'm still using that same quick hold glue. So I just put the chair on top of the book stack, put the dog next to him, and now I'm going to stack these little books just on the floor next to the chair. Now, like I said, you can have so much fun with this. You can make this really intricate. You can do any sort of furniture, any sort of other little miniature add-ons. Michael's has a ton of little miniature things, so feel free to have fun with this and make it whatever kind of spooky theme you want. But that's what mine looks like after it's all been glued down. And now I'm going to glue his knees in this permanent little like cross-legged position. So I'm going to take some more of that glue and just put it in between his little kneecaps, hold it together, and then I'm going to retape it while that glue dries to make sure that his legs don't move around, and then have the glue dry in a position where his legs aren't correct. This glue does dry fairly quickly, so I only let it sit for maybe about 20-ish minutes, and then I was able to remove that tape. So now I can take my skeleton and tape him or glue him into the chair. So I'm going to put some more of that quick cold glue on his little sit bones and then just position the skeleton in the chair however it looks kind of comfy. And then I'm going to take some more blue painter's tape and do the same thing I did with his legs. I'm going to place the tape kind of over his lap like a little seatbelt to make sure that he stays in place on the chair while that glue dries. While the glue dries, I can add the decal to my book stack. Now you can do anything you want on here. If you have like favorite Halloween or spooky books, you can put those titles on the stack. You can do a little quote like I'm doing. Whatever you want to do, you can absolutely do. So I just created a little quick decal that says read more books, like boo, you know, with a lot of O's. And I just cut this out of regular plain old black vinyl. And what I'm going to do is place one word on each little book. And to make sure that everything is spaced out evenly, rather than measuring, I'm going to take this 1/2 inch blue painter's tape, or orange painter's tape, it's not blue, it's Halloween themed. And I'm going to place that on the edge of my books so that I can line the edge of my vinyl up, as you can see there, with the edge of that tape, and make sure that everything is kind of like indented 1/2 inch on my books rather than being on the exact edge of the book stack. So I'm just going to lay these down word by word. And now I did not seal this vinyl after it was on the book stack. This is just going to be in my house. It's not going to be like exposed to any elements or getting washed or anything like that. So I'm not worried about this permanent vinyl getting ruined at any point. So I didn't seal it. I just stuck it on there and that was it really. So once I did that, I removed the painter's tape from my little skeleton's lap and that's it. We're all done. So this is, like I said, a super easy craft that you can do with your whole family. If you have a little rainy day or if you're watching scary movies, you can do that while you get into the spooky season. And you can really make this your own. You can customize this however you want. I had so much fun making this and I really can't wait to make another one, maybe with a little bit more scenery, a little bit more furniture or something like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kickoff video for my 13 Days of Halloween series. Be sure to come back every day for a brand new spooky themed craft. And thanks so much for watching as always. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of my new videos. And I'll see you tomorrow for video number 2 of the series. Okay, thanks so much for watching again. Love you. Bye. Hello friends, thanks so much for watching this video. I want to say a huge special thank you to my elite fam, my channel members, and my subscribers. You all make this channel possible, so thank you so much for being part of the fam. If you want more exclusive content from me, you can join my elite fam at patreon.com/elitefam. You can find my tumblers and digital files on my website, madebymalstudio.com. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram at madebymal_studio. Here's another video for you to check out, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Love you. Bye.